5, 4, 3, 2.
Crank it, Jerry.
Welcome to Into the Wild, the official podcast of the Washington Wild Pigs.
What do you hear? What do you say?
It's the best sports podcast in the world. Wait, is that true?
If you're committed enough, you can make any story. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
Now, here's your host, Kyle Dawson.
Did you get the popcorn?
Back on the Wild Things Baseball Network to put a bow on this one for you. These, of course, will also serve as our post-game podcast highlights. Wherever you get your podcasts, the Into the Wild podcast highlights for today's game, May 20th of 2025. It's the Wild Things falling to 6-4. A walk-off double by Braylon Marine scores Antonio Valdez a two-out walk in the ninth inning. The Wild Things walked 6 tonight, and the 6th comes back to get them in the bottom of the ninth, and Joliet walks away a winner in this series opener to go to 4-6 on the year themselves on the walk-off double. Let's work through the scoring. In the top of the first inning, Washington would get on the board first. A double by Ethan Wilder on the second pitch of the game, thrown by C.J. Blowers, who was sensational last year for Ottawa and was really good in his first start of this season. He will get a no decision after 7 innings of 2-run ball. But the Wilder double led to a Robert Chayka single. That would advance Wilder to third base, and Ethan would score on a ground ball out to shortstop by Tyreek Reed. That made it a 1-0 Washington lead. Bowers checks the runners, comes home, and Reed bounces it toward shortstop. This will score the game's first run. Braylon Marine, the new shortstop for Joliet, spins it across to first base to retire Reed. He picks up his 14th run batted into the year, and it's 1-0 Washington. Chayka stays at second. In the first inning, the Wild Things would add a run in the top of the fourth inning on a Willie Estrada double. It was back-to-back doubles by Roberts and Estrada, and Estrada's made it 2-0 Washington.
Tonight, the 2-1. Fastball sent out to left field. Going back, the left fielder. That's going to get up. It's to the wall. That's going to score another run, and the Wild Things with a 2-0 lead, courtesy of the bat of Willie Estrada.
That's the best swing he's had all year, and not to disrespect any swings so far, but he hit the crap out of that thing, and it is very difficult. Matt can tell you he's seen more baseball in this venue than I have. It is very difficult to get the ball out to left field here. It's 348 down the left field line, and that ball is closer to left center than the left field line. That was a really, really good swing by Willie Estrada, and he gives Washington a 2-0 lead. But Joliet would capitalize in the bottom of the fourth inning on a leadoff error by Reggie Grace and a comebacker to him. Braylon Marine swung and tapped it back out toward Grace. He could not make the play and could not make the recovery. A wild pitch would send Marine to second base during the Blake Berry plate appearance. He would fly out to center field to move Marine up to third. From there, Jamie Smart poked the ball through the right side for a single, and that allowed Marine to score to make it a 1-1 game. Nothing else farther against Grace in the fourth inning. The Slammers would tie the game at 2 apiece in the sixth inning. A leadoff triple by Marine and a single to bring them in by Blake Berry past a diving Andrew Check made it a 2-2 game. And then the winner in the ninth inning, after the first 2 outs were recorded in pretty quick succession, a walk to Antonio Valdez, a steal of second later, and Braylon Marine's ball just kept carrying on Robert Chayka into the left center field gap. And Marine, who is without a doubt the MVP of this game for the Joliet Slammers, was really the only guy who swung it incredibly well most of the night. A couple of hard hit balls, including the walk-off double. He scores Antonio Valdez, and Joliet wins it 3-2. The final line totals in this game for the Joliet Slammers, it is 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and Joliet leaves 10. The Wild Things get 2 runs on 6 hits, commit 2 errors, and 6 left on base by Washington. The winning pitcher is Grayson Linderman. He threw the scoreless ninth inning that allowed this game to go to the bottom of the ninth inning, tied at 2. A clean 1-2-3 inning makes him 1-1 on the year. The losing pitcher is Jackson Hicks. He falls to 0-1 on the season, suffering his first defeat, allowing the walk-off double in 1 inning of work spanning the 8th and 9th innings. And there is no save. Time of the game was 2 hours and 44 minutes from 8:01 to 10:45 here in the Central Time Zone, and the attendance was announced at 647. It was much later than that after the rain fell, and we were delayed for an hour and 26 minutes at the start of the ball game due to rain here in the Joliet area. It is still falling a little bit here in Joliet as we get ready to wrap this one up for you tonight. Of course, the middle game we'll talk about will be tomorrow at 7:35, 6:35 Central. But Matt, a performance that certainly you're not expecting this Washington offense to come down to earth from 19 runs on 22 hits. But a cold, damp night, a game that got started a lot later than expected, maybe even in both dugouts perhaps. Neither team thought that they were going to play tonight. They've got to go out there, 2 pitchers in the starting side of things in Reggie Grace and C.J. Blowers that I thought performed tremendously well for the bulk of the game, and it ends up being a close victory for Joliet in a tight game and a tough ballpark to hit in. I think you chalk it up to it happens, you move on and try to even the series tomorrow.
Yeah, and this one really is the one that if you're expecting to lose a game in this series, this is the one. C.J. Blowers is by far the best starter in this rotation. I think that you feel pretty confident about the next 2 games. Obviously, you look at what happened in Florence. You lose the opener, and then you win the next 2 to win the series. You feel like they can do it again. Again, this is still a very, very good team, but a little bit of a surprise. Such a strong start offensively. You score 2 runs on Blowers, who, again, does not allow runs that easily.
Yeah,
in
8
his,
runs,
in his
3
career.
earned last year and nothing in his only start this year.
And he allows 2 runs in the first 4 in this outing. Momentum clearly on the side for Washington. And then Joliet just continues to chip away. Blowers locks in, and a bullpen that has been very erratic for Joliet so far this year is able to hold it down and allow Braylon Marine, who was just killing the Wild Things all game long, to get that double into the gap.
Tomorrow, the middle game of the 3-game series happens at 7:35, 6:35 p.m. Central Time. It'll be right-hander Zach Kirby looking to take this the pitcher's ballpark to his advantage and really bounce back. His first 2 starts of the season have not gone how he'd like them to. 0-0 with an 8.59 earned run average for Kirby. He faces the Frontier League's winningest pitcher of all time and the leader in strikeouts for a career in this league as well, right-hander Zach Westcott, though he has not thrown it incredibly well to start the season, 1-1 with an earned run average of an even 10. The Wild Things fall to 6-4. The Joliet Slammers are 4-6. We will bring that middle game for you tomorrow about 15 minutes before first pitch is our airtime on the Home Team Network, the Frontier League Network powered by HTN and MixLR and the Wild Things Baseball Network presented by Rocco's Rolls. Let's go through the sponsors one more time because I stopped doing this and I don't know why I did, but through the sponsors one more time, a big thanks to them. Our presenting sponsor on the Wild Things Baseball Network is Rocco's Rolls. Bold flavor, unforgettable bite, stuffed pepper rolls with sausage and 3 cheeses dipped in any number of sauces. Rush Crunch Boom, coming soon Friday to EQT Park. Rocco's Rolls, specialty rolls done right. Wild Things Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Pennsylvania Lottery, benefiting older Pennsylvanians every day. The Pennsylvania Lottery must be 18 years of age or older to play. Please play responsibly. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. By Sonic, satisfy your burger cravings with the Sonic Smasher, double or triple stacked with Angus patties smashed and seared to crispy perfection, layered with melty cheese and topped with tangy Smasher sauce and crinkle-cut pickles. With a burger like this, every bite is the best bite. Live free, eat Sonic. By Baker's Waterproofing, a groundworks company, basement waterproofing and foundation repair experts. Schedule your free inspection or learn more at bakerswaterproofing.com. And by Victory Toyota Highlands, located in Triadelphia, West Virginia, and online at victorytoyotahighlands.com. Victory Toyota Highlands can help you find the new Toyota that fits your budget and style. Toyota, let's go places. Joliet a walk-off winner in the series opener, but it was a great day for the Wild Things organization away from this baseball field at least. Brent Francisco's contract purchased by the Minnesota Twins. He's the first Wild Thing ever to have his contract purchased by the Minnesota organization, and the 49th in team history to have his contract purchased by an affiliated organization. Maybe more of that coming your way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. As well as Isaac Mattson returns to the big leagues. The Pirates selected the contract of Isaac Mattson returned him to the 40-man roster, and he was up with the Pirates for a victory today at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Mattson, 2022 Wild Thing in his third stint in the big leagues now. So certainly a good day. We'll look for a good day on the field here in Joliet tomorrow. Middle game of the series at 7:35, 6:35 p.m. Central. Airtime 15 minutes prior. We'll chat with you then on the flip side from Joliet.